The section that I did my presentation on was in Chapter 11, under the section titled, What Leads to Friendship and Attraction. I thought it would be interesting to do more research on how being forced to be around someone can lead to friendships. So this research called Becoming Friends by Chance, conducted by Mitja Back and his University of Leipzig colleagues, seemed very fitting. I have always wondered how you become friends with someone. Is it because they were the first people you meet, or because you shared similar qualities? I would assume that it is because you share similar qualities, and I share this thought with the Greek philosophers. Many experimental psychological researches has shown that friendship is not just based on controlled processes, but also influenced by situational and automatic processes. In the article, it says that some people become friends with their friends because they are close in age, marital status, or ethnic background. However, being in proximity or the same group assignment increases the likelihood of becoming friends. Therefore, the goal of the study is to determine if physical proximity and group assignment during an initial encounter are sufficient to influence the likelihood of a friendship developing in a real-life context. I think in the group assignment, a person will likely only get one or two friends instead of everyone in the group. It is hard to get along with everyone in a group, especially if it is four or more. There's always going to be a leader, and when you get over 3 or 4 people, that is when issues start to arise. Being one-on-one when you talk to someone makes it easier to open up to someone. You can talk more personal to the person. It is easier when you can give them your undivided attention and to take turns talking. This is why I think you would become closer friends with someone if you are in close proximity. The research had 36 females and 18 males, all of which were around the age of 22 in a freshman psychology class. The experiment was conducted in Germany at the University of Leipzig. The procedure of the experiment: students were given a randomly assigned seat number when they entered their psychology classroom and took their assigned place. Then students were supposed to stand up and briefly introduce themselves. The introductions lasted around 4 to 21 seconds, and it started with the first person on the right side of each row. After the introduction, the other students rated the person from 0 to 5, rating how likable you find this person and would you like to get to know this person. After the evaluation, the students had to move one seat to the right, and the next time that person on the end of the rows were rated. This lasted until everyone was rated. Each row students sat in neighboring seats, the proximity, sat in the same row but no one in neighboring seats, so that's the same group, or sat without any perceivable physical relation to one another, that's the control. A year later, research obtained friendship ratings in individual lab sessions. Participants were given photographs of their fellow students and asked to indicate the intensity of their friendship to each using the following 4 items. I like this person likes me, I know this person well, and I am friends with this person. Ratings were from 0, so not at all, to 5, very much. The result of the experiments was that those who sat in the neighboring seats and those who sat in the same row had higher initial attraction scores. Randomly assigned seat numbers rather than sitting in seats with no perceivable physical relation led to a higher rating of friendship intensity 1 year later. Sitting in the same row also led to higher ratings of friendship intensity than did sitting in seats with no perceivable physical relation. Along with the original reason for the research, there was an extra founding, the measurement of attraction and friendship intensity. This was found by commuting the average rating of the first and second measurement sessions. Interpersonal perceptions can be divided into three components: a perceiver effect, which is the harshness of the perceiver; a target effect, which is the popularity of the target; a relationship effect, which is the relational attraction to a person. The result of this is that the target and relationship effect had the most significant intensity for friendship, and the perceiver effect had smaller effects. From the experiment, the conclusion is that being near another person or being in the same group with them during an initial encounter may promote the development of a friendship with that person. The grand conclusion is becoming friends may indeed be due by chance. I think the researchers did a good job on their research. I think it was a good topic because as humans, we are always making more friends and making great connections. This was an interesting topic to research more on. I think there could have gotten more participants. It would have been more reliable if it had more than 54 people. I also did not like that they only chose psychology students. I mean, they are learning about this topic while the professor is lecturing them. I feel like that can make the research inaccurate. Other than that, they did everything else well. I like that this was a longitudinal study since they collected data over a year later. Thank you.